Hi guys, so as you can see, I have a buttload of laundry that I have to fold and put away. I'm pretty sure I did like 5,000 loads of laundry at one time, and now I'm stuck with folding it and putting it away. So I just figured I would surround myself with all of the work I have to do, and I would do a Fold With Me Friday. Now this Fold With Me Friday is going to be a little bit different because it's going to be a Fold With Me and a pregnancy update all at the same time. So it's going to be a little bit different. But here we go. So yesterday I did go to the doctor. It was a really boring visit, honestly, for me, because it was just a checkup. And I got to hear his heartbeat, so that was fun. But other than that, I didn't get to do anything. Like, it's not like I got to see him, you know what I mean? So I wasn't super excited about it. It just wasn't that fun. Next time I go, I have to do my glucose test, and then the next time I go, I'm supposed to get the like RH negative shot or whatever, the Rhogam shot, but I don't have to get the Rhogam shot, which is really different. There are not very many pregnant people who don't have to get it if you are a negative blood type, because if you guys don't know about the Rhogam shot, your body, if you are a negative blood type and your hubby is a positive blood type, then your body will kind of attack your baby as a foreign body. And so for some reason, when you reach like your last trimester, it starts to attack, and it can cause like abnormalities, or it can cause your baby to die. Like, it can cause very serious things. And they didn't know this a long time ago. And they figured it out and created the Rhogam shot, and it saved lots of babies. But anyway, I don't have to get that because my husband is actually negative blood type as well, which two negative blood types being together, and we have, like, I'm O negative and he is AB negative, so those are like really rare pair. Like, we're a really rare pair. I can give to anybody, including him, and he can only receive blood from his own blood type or mine. That's it. Yeah, yeah. So we're a match made in heaven, and so I don't have to get the shot, in other words. And it's just a shot, so it's really not that big of a deal, but it is a perk of being married to another negative blood type. I feel like this smelled weird, but it totally didn't. It smells really good. Anyway, so I had to go to the doctor, and I was not really excited about it because it just wasn't that exciting of a look at this. Just look at this tininess. Oh, I can't deal with it. But anyways, I wasn't going to get anything fun. It's just really like making sure that I'm measuring correctly, my weight's good, my blood pressure's good, and his heart rate is good. And it all was good. And if you are not a TMI person, you probably just want to click out of this video now, because I'm pregnant and I'm going to be real about pregnancy, and it's not glamorous, guys. It's just not. It is not glamorous. Some of it's gross, and it just is what it is, much like all of motherhood, and I'm going to be honest about it because that's just me. I'm very transparent. You guys know this. If you're new to my channel, hello, welcome to transparency, because it's coming. But anyway, so she asked me if I had any concerns, and I was like, well, it's not like, you know, horrible, but yeah. I was like, I do a little bit, and I was like, I'm losing a little bit of my mucus plug, which if you don't know what that is, if you've never been pregnant, ew, it's disgusting, but there's no mistaking it. You know what I mean? It's not like you go to the bathroom and you're like, could this be my mucus plug? No, sweetie. You know what it is, because it's gross. Like, it is called a mucus plug for a reason. Like, it looks like mucus. It's gross. And if you don't know what it is, if you've never had a baby, again, if it's TMI, you might want to click off, because I know if I had never had a baby, it would probably gross me out a little bit. Well, probably not, because I'm just not that kind of person to be grossed out. But, I mean, I have too many boys. What am I going to do? But, I was like literally created to be a boy mom, I think, because nothing bothers me. But, anyway, if you have never been pregnant, then your cervix is lined with mucus, and it helps make it closed so that when your mucus plug comes out and your cervix starts thinning, that's when it's time to have the baby. So when you lose it, typically that means you're close to having the baby. Now with Tristan, I lost mine like a month before he was born, and then, you know, whatever, it wasn't like I lost it and it's time for him to come. And then with Killian, I never even lost it. So I mean, it just depends on the baby. But I didn't know if it was that concerning, because I know that like your cervix creates mucus like all the time. And they're fighting again. Okay, so if you can hear them fighting, I'm sorry, but this life is mom life, and that's just the way it is. Anyways, your cervix creates mucus all the time, so it regenerates. So I honestly thought it was odd that it was happening this soon, but I'm like the Google queen, so I Googled it and like researched it over and over again, and it's not really that common, but it's not horrible, like, you know. And so I was just telling her about it, and she was like, what? And I was like, I mean, yeah, and it doesn't happen all the time. It's not a lot of it. It's very, very little, but I know that that's what it is. And she was like, are you sure that's what it is? I was thinking in my brain, like, is there any mistaking that? Like, can you see normal? I mean, I'm trying to not be too TMI. Can you see normal things going on in there and mistake it for that? Like, no, it's not the same. Like, that's what it is. There's no mistaking that. But I was just like, yes, I'm sure that's what it is. And she was like, okay. Well, she was really concerned, which kind of alarmed me a little bit. Honestly, if Joshua would have been there with me, he would have been flipping out. But I'm the kind of person, I don't really freak out unless there's real reason to freak out. And even then, I'm a pretty calm person. Like, I stay pretty calm. I don't really freak out under stress. Like, I just don't. Unless I'm like going through it, and then I just have a breaking moment, I really just don't freak out. And so I was just like, okay, well, you know, whatever. And she was like, well, let me check you, blah, blah, blah. And everything was normal, so don't be alarmed. But in case you're pregnant and that happens to you, it happens, because it happened to me. So it does happen. But so that happens. It happens like once a week. It's not really that big of a deal. Like I said, it's a very small amount. She told me not to be alarmed by it because my cervix is fine and his heart rate is fine and my blood pressure is fine. Like, everything's fine as long as there's not like cramping or spotting or bleeding with it, then it's okay. So that went on at the doctor's appointment yesterday. What else? Like I said, next time, I keep saying next week, but it's not a week from now. It's November the 1st. I have my stupid glucose test, and I hate that junk where you have to drink that disgusting stuff and not puke. They won't let you throw up. Like, you can't throw up or you have to do it all over again. I've never thrown up. That would be really, really bad if you threw up. Let me know in the comments below, have you ever thrown up and you had to take it over? Because that would really suck. But you have to chug that stuff, and then they like test your sugars and make sure you're not like, you don't have gestational diabetes, which I haven't had that problem so far. And so we'll have to do that. And then what else? Like I said, I don't have to have the Rhogam shot, so I'll have to have like proof of his blood type and all of that before they will let me have a free pass. And what else? I've been having lots of cramping. I've been really thirsty lately. I don't know if that's pregnancy related. It probably is. Dry mouth tends to happen to me when I'm pregnant, like in the middle towards the end. So my mouth is really dry all the time. So that's good because that encourages me to drink more water. But my back is horrible. Like, it hurts so stinking bad 100% of the time. I have restless leg syndrome. I have that when I'm not pregnant, but when I'm pregnant, it is so bad. It is like death. I cannot rest. I cannot sleep. I cannot get comfortable. If I do fall asleep and then I wake up in the night, which I do because this little bundle of joy over here in his toddler stage never sleeps and always wakes his mommy and daddy up every single night right now for some unknown godforsaken reason. So I can't go back to sleep. So I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and couldn't go back to sleep because of that. I can't rest because my legs just, it's not just my legs, it's my arms as well, but it's just, you feel like you have to move them. You have to jerk around. You can't get them comfortable. You got to move them around. You got to move your legs and your feet and your ankles, and everything hurts. And I'm also having like lots of hip pain and like upper leg pain, just because, you guys, this baby ain't playing no games. Like, we are, and I got booty shorts on, so don't laugh at me. This baby, he's not joking around. So we are 26 weeks, you guys. I still have 13 more weeks to go before I can be induced. And look at this mama jama. Like, look at this baby belly right here. This is nuts. He is not playing games. He is legit out there. So, with that being said, I'm having some pelvic pain for sure. I had it with the first one a little bit. The second one was death, and this one is, I don't even know how I'm breathing, y'all. I'm just not, like, I'm not a pregnancy complainer, like whiner, but it's not a joy for me to be pregnant either. I don't enjoy it. I'm not like, oh, being pregnant was the best time of my life. Someone actually told me that the other day. Like, I loved being pregnant. I miss it so much. It was the best time of my life every time I was pregnant. And I'm sitting there looking at her like, girl, no girl. Like, are you kidding me? This is the worst time. Like, I hate it from the beginning to the end and all in between. I hate it. Like, I hate the sickness. I hate the aches and pains. Like, I hate carrying this. I hate the fact that I can't breathe right now because a big old child with my uterus blowing up and all kinds of liquid is sitting on my lungs right now. Like, it's not comfy to me. And all these people, like, I've had like 3 people tell me they just love pregnancy and the joys of being pregnant, and they miss it so much. And I'm thinking, the only thing I miss about being pregnant is just the sweetness of it, because I love pregnant people. I think they're adorable. So I think pregnant people are adorably cute. And I mean, the way only my belly shows, when I'm not too huge, I feel cute. Now it's getting to the point where I feel huge because I can't breathe, and that's why I feel that way. But I miss that a little bit, just the sweetness of it, of like feeling them grow and everything. And I miss like feeling them kick. But once they get really big and they start, he is just as active as his previous brothers. Like, such active babies. Like right now, he's kicking me and moving around. Like, I wish you could see it, but you totally can't. Like, he's totally jumping around in there right now as I'm talking. And anytime I like talk a lot, he just moves all around. But he is at the stage he can hear me now, so that is so sweet. Like, all the sweet little moments, I do miss that part. But holy crap, it is not sunshine and rainbows. Why do you love being pregnant? Are you an insane person? But there are people out there that love it. They love pregnancy. They think it is the best thing ever. It is not me. I don't like it. So anyways, that's kind of what's going on with me right now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that has changed since my last update. Really just the breathing. I can't breathe at all. The dizziness and everything, those spells have gotten a lot better. I haven't had any like aura headaches. I haven't had any of those like aura migraines. I haven't had any more of those for a long time, probably about a month now, a month and a half maybe. So that's really good. What else? As far as cravings go, I mean, I'm just kind of, there's things that I love to eat. Like, I love cereal right now, but that's me all the time, so I can't really say that's a pregnancy craving. I get really starving and just want to eat everything, and then sometimes I have no appetite at all and I have to like force myself to eat something good for me. But other than that, really, I'm not craving anything specific at this point. I can say I'm like extremely excruciatingly exhausted 100% of the time, and that's really just from lack of sleep. Like, I don't get to sleep. If Killian does nap, it's at the wrong possible moment to where I could nap with him if I wanted to. And then most of the time he doesn't nap, so it's really hard with that. And then he keeps me awake. You guys, I don't know what's wrong with that child. I've never seen a 2-year-old child. He's 2.5. I've never seen a 2.5-year-old child that never sleeps. Like, he's supposed to get tons of sleep, right? And he never sleeps. Like, he's the child that just does, you know, that this is the song that doesn't, and he's this child that never sleeps. This is a child that never sleeps. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, it really is. My husband has started like getting up with him too, which is really sweet. I'm very impressed with him. You should all give him a round of applause. He's really bad at waking up, and he's really grouchy, but I can tell he's putting forth the effort to like not be rude to me when I wake him up, and like really try not to be grouchy. Because I can't carry Killian when he wakes up in the middle of the night like that. I can't like carry him dead weight asleep and put him over in his bed. Sorry, I just like totally flashed you cleavage, and I apologize, but I can't like lift him all the way over. And so he has to wake up with him too and put him back to bed. And so he is experiencing a little bit of a taste of what I have dealt with Killian's entire life, because that's always how he's been with me. He never sleeps, but now it seems like it's just gotten worse. But anyways, that is kind of the update of what's going on in my life / the fold with me. As you can see, I've been folding this whole time, and I have lots to go. So I guess I'm going to finish this really quick. No, girl, it's going to take me forever. I guess I'm going to finish all this laundry. A lot of it is baby clothes, as you've seen me like fold a bunch, because I've like pulled out so many of their baby clothes. And I'm trying to collect all of that for Alaric, and I've been washing all the way up to like newborn to 3 months so that I'll have that done. Yeah, and I can put it in his little drawers and get everything set up. I'm starting to piece his room together. I'm really excited about that. If you didn't hear in my other haul, I'm like super excited to do some DIYs for his nursery and share those with you, so those are coming up. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. Thank you so much for following this lovely journey with me with this cantaloupe that is inside of my belly right now, and I can't wait for you guys to meet him. Thank you so much for your love and support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.